So I was going to make a mage deck with the Patience Mages for today, since in the past few days I'd run into mainly monsters with engines and Scoia'tael with orbs being greedy and not really any control decks. However, today everyone decided to play control. The last 7 or 8 games which were when I was trying to make the video, it was all just, bombs here, Madoc here, no unit Scoia'tael. Ran into pirates twice with Krak and the Arnagod and immune to damage combo, which our patience cards could not interact with. So yeah, that was a problem. So we just didn't do too well. And then a couple guys just stole our gear. A couple of Simlight players stole our Gerhardt and then used that to destroy us. And someone else stole our Xarthisius off the top with Cantarella and banished every single student from our graveyard. So they were interesting games, but not in a good way. So instead I thought, you know what, everyone's playing control. I'm going to play a deck with absolutely no engine cards. And that's why we're back to Ciri Nova Hyperthin. This was the first deck on the channel that got popular, so I thought we'd come back to it. Now this Hyperthin with Sunset Wanderers is pretty normal. You can play Hyperthin with Bombs and Madoc, but I want to play Ciri Nova Hyperthin just because it's, well, the origin of the channel. Now, removing Sunset Wanderers from the Hyperthin, we had to add in another thinning card. Chose Royal Decree. It's now a 9. Really good for the deck. Get you your Ciri Nova. Pretty solid. We've got the Invocation. The reason we're playing Invocation is because we can. I like Invocation, it's really strong, and we should have enough thinning that it's not too bad. Ciri Nova, for being Ciri Nova. Vilgefortz, you can offensively destroy something, you can thin yourself out by pulling out your last big card. Here's Xarthisius. You can either thin with Xarthisius if you want to, something got messed up somewhere, or you can wait till you pull just your big unit out of your deck. The Roach for thinning. Doadric, he got boosted to an 8-point unit. That's pretty darn big. And you can put on the bottom with him, which is really useful if you draw into your Imperial Golem, which is the card we're going to use. And he's got Zeal. Really solid. You need an agent for the Zeal, so you don't always have the Zeal. But, if you do have an agent, which is not in our deck, but if you do have an agent from creating one or something, that's really useful. I'm just saying, in general, the Zeal part's pretty powerful. We don't have Zeal, but it's an 8. Come on, they're going to have to lock it or something. Then we have Triss, Yennefer, both boost or buff down to an 8 provisions. Knickers for thinning, Snowdrop, because Snowdrop with Tactical Decision is really strong. And then we have Dead Man's Tongue for double banish, obviously a Fawn. Faircart. With Faircart, what you can do is you can Invocation something, and then you draw whatever you Invocationed. That's why I want to try it out. It seems really cool. We've got the Imperial Golem as our big card. It's 3 provisions cheaper than Tibor, and I want the provisions for Faircart and Royal Decree, once we took out Sunset Wanderers. Faircart was going to be in it anyway. But, oh no, it's Ciri Nova, not Faircart. Ciri Nova and Royal Decree replaced our Sunset Wanderers. And then we got a few provisions off of dropping our Tibor to an Imperial Golem. Elbrick, Maxi for, looking through your deck. And Elbow Armored Cavalry. This spot is super flexible. It's going to be whatever you want. Literally any card in the game that you want to play. But, you know what? I went with the Elbow Armored Cavalry. 2 Imperial Diplomacies, because at 4 provisions, when I was trying it out in Assimilate, 4 provisions seems really good for the card. So we're using it. And we have the 2 Tauruses, because it's solid at 7. 1 Vicovaro Novice. This, again, could be any 4 provision card in the game. I just went with this because it puts on the top of our deck, so if we draw poorly and maybe we've already used our Snowdrop leader, we can use this to put a Mage Assassin on top, and the 2 Mage Assassins. So that's the deck list. If we take a look, we have 1 thin here, potentially 1 here. So we have 1 thinning here. You want 9 to Hyperthin, right? Because you get 10 cards, you draw 3 each round, that's 16 total. If you want 1 card in your deck, you want to draw through 8 more, and the 9th one is the bottom card. So you really want 8 thinning here. But we're going to, we'll go through. Royal Decree is 1. That thins us a card. The Invocation's a -1, so we're at 0. We have Xarthisius. We usually want for the big one. 1 on Roach. 1 on Knickers. 2 on Dead Man's Tongue. 1 on a Fawn. And 2 on our Mage Assassins. So that should be pretty good. And Faircart's also 1. I think we skipped over him, so that's 8. That's exactly what we want. So let's see how the deck does. Hyperthin Nilfgaard work. Well, this works pretty similar to the regular Hyperthin Nilfgaard. The only difference is we're relying on Ciri Nova instead of Sunset Wanderers for our big play. Now, Enslave is a big problem because they steal Ciri, you're in huge trouble. But the other thing is they don't have enough tactics to without damage. So he's probably just playing a ton of control again. We can stack with Doadric this to the bottom. Normally you'd shuffle this back in, but with this you can put in the bottom. This puts to the top. We really want Snowdrop. These aren't super helpful. We don't want Knickers. Roach is in our deck. Let's see what he does. So he's going to go for engines and a ton of control. Expected. Now here, he has Assassinate plus 2 charges. He kills our, what's he called, Doadric. So instead, we're going to lock his guy before we try and do anything too fancy. There's Stefan. Is this going to be double coup? That'd be pretty bad. Let's see. What do we want to do? I think we just want to start thinning our deck out. So let's get our Mage Assassins going.
Of course, as you wish, master. There's nothing worse than a tepid back.
We'll do that. Get one going here, and we've got Albric for the other one, or a Fawn. Faircart can use our Imperial Diplomacies for his tactics. There's a Coded Weapons. Looks like we're just in a huge amount of trouble now because he's clogging us. So, we need that novice guy back. We can try and create from him. We're gonna have to draw that novice guy back, I think. So we'll go here, play this, get Roach, go for a lock. We can't lock him. This should force him to use it at least. We threaten some damage. He's getting pretty low. Amnesty shirt, and amnesty again. He did go first, so rather expected for him to win this. That being said, though, I want to get this order off and put our golem on the bottom, and it also puts us ahead. So we did have an agent here, so we didn't use the order. We should have used the order. I didn't realize Mage Assassin was an agent, but he is. If he zaps our guy and then joinks it, that's awkward. Alright, so here we put on the bottom our golem. We know he's stacked to the bottom now. And then we can... let's put to the top. We can thin another card out with Albric. Let's get our other... let's get our Fawn out. It's a bigger swing.
For the great sun!
There's Joachim. What's he gonna pull? Another Scorpion. Probably good for him. We can go for our Novice.
That was not in the spell books.
Okay, we'll put that back on top. That's nice to draw. We don't want to use any more orders because I like having the guy on the bottom. Golem.
Lieutenant Flout will lead the scouts.
Poison enemy and spawn a base copy. Alright, sure. Not sure why he's hitting Albric. Or Afan for the... there was an armor there. Now, our Xarthisius, since he coded weapons us 1, our Xarthisius has to play from deck. The thing is, he's not going to. So, we got a problem here. We're gonna have to try and go for it. Yeah, that's about what I expected. We had to go for it, because otherwise we won't be able to thin to 1 since he coded weapons us. Okay, he's going to keep thinning. Let's see, how do we do this? We have to Vilgefortz ourselves then, I think. And then pull something that's not Golem.
We'll be victorious.
Alright, narcotic weapons. We're having a huge problem now. Don't kill something. He did kill something. I guess we just go for bronzes. We know what's on the top of our deck, and we don't want it. So let's just see if we can steal something good from him.
Things can get explosive around
This is definitely going on top. What do you give me? Assassinate? Interesting. We're drawing into Ciri Nova next turn. Drawing into Ciri Nova and our Royal Decree. So we can self-Vilgefortz. Oh, he's gonna seize. So let's say we can self-Vilgefortz to pull our Ciri Nova, but at this, if he did his swing, so we're gonna pass. We're having to play not our typical strategy just because of him coded weaponsing us. Here's our Assassinate. Honestly, not a bad card to have in our hand. Royal Decree. We really want our Snowdrop here. And our... not that, although we'll have to keep that. It's too good not to. I was thinking of our Snowdrop, or our Dead Man's Tongue we'd also want. But we can play Snowdrop with Decree. There's the Novice.
Now, how did that incantation go?
Alright, I think... Is he playing Invocation? We have a lot of potential to actually just win this game with the power of Snowdrop, Tactical Decision Round 3, instead of the standard game plan. And maybe we can force him to Invocation our Nova, because we really don't have much value in playing these offensively. So we'll go for Nova. If he has an Invocation, he'll toss it out now. If not, we have the carryover, which is really strong. If he does try and push too hard here, we can... Yep, there it is. Ciri Nova! That's all we need. Just the Ciri Nova. GG. Let's find another game then. That first one was pretty quick. Pretty quick indeed. Let's see if we can find one where we show off the round 3. I'm sure most of you know how this works by now. Rage of the Sea. I'm curious to see if this is our deck.
Oh, I sense trouble.
If it's our deck, we might have a problem. But short round 3, we can deal with a Melusine, with get along a value of Triss, but let's see what we have here. This puts back on top, that's kind of nice, honestly. Double Thin, we don't need this, we don't need this. We really don't want you, though. Okay, so we're gonna have to... Thon's gonna have to go back at some point, but we don't have our Albrecht yet. So, what do we open with? He's not gonna kill this, so we're gonna play this.
To do business with me is ever a pleasure.
That'll put our Golem on the bottom for now. That'll help out. Gernichora. Yeah, I don't have a Heat Wave. Your Melusine's gonna be fine, brother. Let's see, what do we do? The problem is that he's gonna have a lot of points this round pushing. So that's gonna be bad. Let's draw here. Nova's really good here, that helps a lot. Put the Golem back. Oops, we need to play a card. And here's our Novice.
Now, how did
Draw.
that incantation go?
Send you out of here.
No stand you for foul flesh well charred.
What do we Royal Decree for? I guess we Royal Decree out Albrecht. Oh, this is a Dracoturtle deck. Do I Invocation his Dracoturtle? We can wait till he boosts it, decide if we want to or not, but I think if we just lock it, he might be sad. He probably has to Purify. Do this again. What do we want on bottom? Probably a Fawn. There's the priest. Okay, he'll get value off the priest, sure. We can decree our Albric now. And then pull our Afan. It's probably the play. Need to thin. Albric. Pull Afan.
Powers are yours to command.
Wherever he is. There he is.
The continent
Do we want to keep drawing with Durdrick? I think not. We can put back Xarthisius or this other guy. We'll put this back actually. I don't want that. We'll banish that coming up with our Dead Man's Tongue. That and the other diplomacy we'll banish next, I guess. Singer, sure. Maybe he's just playing druids with no Melusine or dagger like we were. I don't think this is our deck.
And the lady is content.
Well, I can tell already it's not our deck, but whatever. Now he's gonna get +2 points next turn, and we're in danger of losing on even. So we're gonna pass here and let him win. We've done quite a bit of thinning. We have our Dead Man's Tongue. Marjoram, yeah. It's a +9 on Dracoturtle, and then he had more points, so if he could have put down Dracoturtle for more points if we were still in the game. I'm curious if he has a right on Dracoturtle to bring it back. Maxi's helpful for sure. Invocation, now we need our fair cart. Let's see, we want you... You we don't really want yet. You're a round 3 card. I guess we could play this if he passes. We still have 2 diplomacies to banish. We have our Knickers who didn't come out yet. So we'll keep this hand, I guess. Alright, let's see what he moves. Probably Morkbark? Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. What we want to do here is Maxi.
Your magic can't harm me. No
Let's see. This is fine. Yeah, this is fine. Fair card's gonna come up pretty soon. That's what I wanted to check on. That if we did our leader, we'd get our fair card, and then we could invocation a turtle if he's relying on turtle. Pro Mother, yes, sure. Whatever. Let's see. We have our Snowdrop, which will come down soon. Let's just play this. Go Snowdrop into our leader next turn. Then, if that's not enough points, we can always put down Serenova for carryover. I really want him to keep playing here, because we want a short round 3. We also do want to play Dead Man's Tongue, though. Dead Man's Tongue's more important to play now. We'll play it. We're going to go tall here, but we're going to have so much tall removal round 3 if he uses something now that's probably honestly good for us. There's Knickers to pull out the little lead, and then we go Snowdrop Leader, put us ahead. Let's see, so in our deck we have 3 draws, then we'll have 2 cards left. Fair card will set up the last bit. Problem with fair cards with invocation before we play him. Otherwise, he'll draw our Golem and then put whatever we invocationed as our only card in our deck, which is probably not ideal. We just have to keep in mind, invocation. Well, actually, fair card's a problem, isn't he? We need fair card this round. We can't have him with just 2 cards left. It's quite the dilemma, isn't it? So I guess we have to leader next turn. Okay, he's going to keep playing. Good.
Feed us with strength as we
could invocation Fulmar. Let's invocation Fulmar. We don't want that storm going off, and it's not a bad card to take. Plus, we need to play our fair card coming up. Oh wait, we messed that up. That was not the play. We had to, I was thinking about it. We had to play this with the fair cart, the invocation with fair cart. So we kind of ruined ourselves here. Let's just throw down Ciri Nova for some carryover.
Don't make me laugh.
And hope that's sufficient. Now, we have a big problem with our mess up there. Faircard's dead. And we also lose out on one thinning. But we know Golem's on the bottom. So we'll just redraw. This is a 7. Let's see, we draw 3 from leader, so we see every card in our deck, so we can make sure we reorder everything. We can reset him with that, so let's just do this. We go first. Faircard's dead no matter what, so I guess we just lead with him. Just lead with him. No reason to do anything else.
With our aid or without it.
I wonder what his big round plan is here. There's the Melusine, so it's Melusine deck. Didn't have it earlier. That's alright, I guess. We want to kill that pretty quick, honestly, so let's do our Snowdrop. Now we shuffle 2 back. It's going to be this, and we're going to see every card we draw, so Mage Assassin, because why not? Play our leader. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. So the first card is the one that goes on top. You, followed by you, so we can Vilgefortz you if we need to, followed by you. Zap. We can Vilgefortz off our one guy now. Probably worth it. Especially since we have a 1 here, we'll Vilgefortz off that. Go here, pull off the 7-point guy. And now we have access to Triss for 12 damage if we need it. 12 is a lot. There's Dracoturtle. That's what we're going to do 12 damage to. Curious if he's playing Bride to see or not.
Just great.
Move that. If he has Bride, he can bring it back. Again. Next turn we go Falmar. Falmar, then finish with these 2. See if it's enough points. Cindergriff's right will also, by the way, not summon him next to Melusine anymore because it goes to the end of the row. You can't change where it goes. It's always the end. The rightmost side of your row. So you can't get it next to Melusine. Here comes Bride, I'm guessing. Oh, offering the next turn's replay Bride? Sure. That's fine. We'll go for Fulmar now. If Fulmar's order goes off, we're actually in a really good spot, because we can do quite a bit of damage to this row. I'm guessing he's gonna Bride into replay of offering now. And Crow Mother... not sure if Crow Mother comes back right away, or after the card resolves. Probably should know, but whatever. Gonna find out what he does here. If he has Dagger, we might be in trouble. There's the, yeah, Bride replays that.
Free me. Lift me to the sky.
What if he's got a Bear Witcher Mentor in there? Well, Storm does an extra couple damage here, so that's nice. Extra couple points. I'm gonna go for Divination.
There'll be nothing to pick up when I'm done with you.
Just boost up this lady, I guess. Storm does 4. Wonder what his finishers are. I think one's Dracoturtle Marindrome, but I'm not sure if he kept the Marindrome. He did. Okay, so yeah, Dracoturtle Marindrome was one. We got Rain down here. I wonder if he has Wild Boar the Sea. Either way, we have a lot of damage on these guys, so we'll put this here just in case it's a Yrden.
We shall see what the future holds.
And see if this is enough. We managed to recover from our Phoenixit, or our Faircart being dead. That was not smart by us. Yeah, guys, just pretend that part didn't happen. GG, bro. Good game. I respect the Rain deck. Try out my version, though. See if you like it. Just curious how many people have actually seen it. I like the dagger. Dracoturtle seems interesting, but I'm not sure it's good. It's cool, though. Into a third game here. That last one, we made the one big mistake. Sorry about that, guys. Everyone makes mistakes. Yeah. I was talking to myself, said, you know what, we're going to have to play Invocation of Faircart. Invocation before Faircart, before round 3, so we were at one card. And then we just played Invocation because I was thinking about it in my head. Oh, here we go, Carapace monsters. Interesting. That means our Cavalry is not going to get much value. Alright, we want Roach in the deck. Novice means I like keeping a Mage Assassin. It's a nice consistency boost. We don't need two of you. We could potentially, with Snowdrop, push for a win on even round 1. Depends what he's playing. Let's see. Self-Eater. I think we just lock it. We just lock that unless he uses his leader ability on it. He might. I think he's thinking about it. Look at Cursed Scroll. Pretend we're looking at Cursed Scroll. Like we're confused by what he's doing, and then hopefully he'll think that we're not planning on locking his guy. If we like hover over the Self-Eater, maybe he'll think we're locking on it. Alright, and then we do this. That's a lot of value from our guy there. He might be playing Caretaker. If he is, he'll probably drop it now. Means he doesn't have it for later, but later we have no more locks. So, the thing is though, if we get rid of Caretaker, it means he can't purify off our Nova. He could have just drawn into it there, honestly. But yeah, we want to get rid of the Caretaker before we drop Ciri Nova. He's playing Decoy, guys. Now, we played a meme Decoy deck to get it to 100 points. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. When I'm not sure what someone's trying to do, I always push them as hard as possible. Because most likely, if they're doing something sketchy that you don't know what it is, it requires a specific length round, and if we can make that round our choice, being a 4-card round 3, and hopefully it works out. Cave Troll, oh yeah, see, he's doing something, guys. Do I just Faircart? Yeah, I'm invocationing that Cave Troll. Faircart. Play the Invocation out of our hand. This time we actually are playing with Faircart properly. Roach, steal this, and that gets us this round. And whatever he's doing, probably Keltullius. Probably 2-round Keltullius or something like that. Who knows? You have a Cave Troll now. Now we have our offensive Vilgefortz option. Vilgefortz, so whatever he's doing, he's going to need to... I don't think he'll be able to anymore. Keltullius is too slow to really deal with all of our stuff. Like, it'll slowly burn away our guards. Cards will be 3 points a turn. Okay, so we're going to play our Novice here.
Now, how did that incantation
Get that Cave Troll to our hand.
And the
Assassin is now an agent. We can use our Doadric's ability on deploy, because we'll have the Zeal from having a Mage Assassin out. Very nice. Now, hopefully we ruined his plan, and we're going to push for a win on even now. We have the cards to do it. We've got Snowdrop. Do we have Vilgefortz that? No, we need Vilgefortz for whatever his sketchy combo is. It's so tempting, though. Is winning on even more important than saving stuff for his combo. You could have Regis, perhaps. You could have Keltullius. It's probably Keltullius. Keltullius isn't too bad of a round 3 because we have Triss. So I think we'll offensively Vilgefortz this away. I think winning on even is the play here. Well, his Mamuna can't work with Griffin anymore either. It was a net 5-point play for us, but it stops a lot. And then next turn we have, if he ever comes close, we have Snowdrop Leader. Next turn we have the Zeal guy. We'll go for this. I really like him at 8 points, by the way. I think this card's actually good now. 8 for 8 with the option to redraw. It's quite good. Mamuna, what's it going to be, Self-Eater? Yeah, it's going to be Self-Eater. Alright, we got that out of the way. So now we have the option. Is he going to lock? Let's hover over it like we're going to lock it. Hover over it, look in our hand like we have a card. Okay, it didn't quite work out. She Who Knows is probably his play, right? We have Snowdrop Leader. We have Double Banish first, though, so we'll do this first. Let's see. These are not going to be great. Get rid of one of these. Get rid of one of these. And boost our Mage Assassin. Now, She Who Knows isn't the end of the world. That's probably what's coming, though. Maybe that's what he wanted his Cave Troll for. It'd be pretty nice if we could match She Who Knows with our Ciri. And we have a decent chance of it. Okay, where's the Witch Apprentice? Alright, we throw our leaders now. Throw Snowdrop. You go back in. Maxie's not bad. We'll keep Maxie. Cave Troll will save. Go here. We're playing into a Yurden here, which is okay. Because Yurden destroys us in a late round. Mage Assassin, go back. You go back. You we don't need yet, so you can go back for now. Now we're by 21. We have Albric for a Fawn for our last thinning here. She Who Knows is going to come out, but we have Ciri Nova to match it with carryover. Let's see what he does. I really don't know what he's doing, which is the whole reason we're doing this massive push here. This decoy really threw me off. Makes me think of something sketchy like Keltullius 2-round or something. But then why is he playing Self-Eater versus Keltullius, right? Because it makes cards? Really concerned by what he's doing. Maybe extra Caranthir? Who knows? Albric Thin here. Does he have removal? Do we just throw Ciri Nova and see if he concedes? I will play Albric. The thinning is more valuable. Round 2 we can just throw Ciri Nova if we want to. Alright, buddy, let's see what you got. You need something big. Real big. There's the pass. We pass. We win uneven. We throw Ciri Nova round 2, watch him freak out, and see what he does, and then we go to a round 4-card round 3. Still our whole game plan. I think we've done all of our thinnings, right? Let's see, we're missing one. Royal Decree we're missing. We have the Decree still. Let's see, Max, you go away, we need Royal Decree. There's Royal Decree. We can Royal Decree into Cave Troll. We want to do this last thin, so Royal Decree into Cave Troll, into Nova, into Pass. Yeah. Because, well, no, we Royal Decree out Tortoise. Okay, yeah, we Royal Decree Tortoise. Royal Decree Art. But Nova's really good, because we're gonna do Cave Troll. He's gonna have Caretaker. So we want the Cave Troll to protect. He's gonna Caretaker this, it'll go on cooldown, it'll have to go down a card, even if he has the same number of points as us this way. He has Caretaker for Purify, has 2-turn cooldown, we play Nova next. He can't Purify at that turn. Even if he gets more points than us to stay on even cards, will be unable to Purify. Seems good to me. Let's see what he does. If he drops Keltelius, we pass. Actually, no, we don't. Because if he drops Keltelius, we drop Nova, we get carryover. But then he could just pass and stay on even. So actually, yeah, we'll just pass if he does that. I don't think he'll just drop Keltelius, though. I think he'll wait a turn. Maybe play something else first. The decoy makes me very concerned what he's doing. Is this the Keltelius? It's Idaran, sure. Alright, he's got some Idaran combo. We're dropping our Ciri Nova here for carryover. Have fun with that, buddy. And then, let's see what we do next. Ciri Nova's out, we have our Dwadric. Pretty good. Thing is, though, we want to save him. He lets us draw... Well, he's worth 8 points, right? We don't need his order at all, because we draw 3 and have 2 redraws. We can guarantee we have Imperial Golem as a card in our deck. Caranthier, alright, what's the combo? Uh-huh. That's the combo. Do we keep playing? I think so. I think we do. Let's put down a Dwadric. No order. Player, we just want this last... The shorter this round is, the less likely he gets Sabbath. If he's relying on Sabbath for this combo, he can't do it. He doesn't even have it yet. Playing another Bloody Mistress doesn't even give him Sabbath. He needs at least a 9-point card here. And I don't think he's going to have it. I think we go up a card with Ciri Nova carryover, and 5-card round 3 with Hyperthin. Not sure, is it decoy for double Idaran? Who knows? She Who Knows is the only card here that really helps him out a lot. But with all this, I don't think he's playing it. She is a lot of provisions. Another Bloody Mistress, not Sabbath. And we pass. And I'm guessing that's just game. He can't recover from this. Let's see, he's gonna get a massive Gernichora swing here. This was his plan, I guess. Round 3, triple this. We have carryover. Look at the points he's gonna get, by the way, each turn from these Gernichoras. Although they're on the same row again, because he wasn't gonna have Sabbath. So he's missing out on 4 extra fruits just because we played into him not having Sabbath. And I don't see how he wins this. Okay, I'll be straight up honest. There is no way he wins this, but we'll play it out anyway. Just need to make sure we can go Imperial Golem's the card in our deck. Okay, let's see. Could he mill our deck somehow? He could play Stregobor. I guess if he has Stregobor, we might be in trouble. We don't want this card. If he has Stregobor, that's his only win condition. And if he does, I mean he does. What are you gonna say? This is like the most unlikely thing ever. I guess he could Mada also. Mada or Stregobor both wreck our deck. But those aren't really gonna be in his deck, so. Just saying, there's a tiny chance he could. If this is a Mada, and he's smart, we got a problem. Okay, he's fine. We're fine. He would have done it immediately if he had it. Do we care about Consume? What's he gonna consume? He already used Archer Spore. I don't think he has a consume. I'll just throw down this. What else do you have? Okay, Red Haze is a good card for him. Is he gonna have a Dettlaff or something? I think we remove this just in case he's holding Dettlaff. I'm pretty sure it's for Archaspore, but any other card in the game we're not troubled by, so we'll just kill it.
I'll do what I can.
Just kill this. He might not even have another unit left. Okay, we get a lock out of him, sure. We drop Maxi, then we just have these two.
Who wants death on you? No one gets to.
And we'll just show how many points we get out of this if he passes here. No offense to this guy, we're not trying to BMU or anything. We're just going to show how many points this is worth. Alright, we won't show how many points it's worth. It's worth another 32. So we had there 32 points. Yeah, so that was GG. Here we are back in the deck, and what do I think about it and how did it perform? What would I change? So, honestly, it actually performed way better than I anticipated. Unfortunately for our long-time lockdown Hyperthin Ciri Nova player, it's not lockdown because lockdown's really bad, but the spirit of the deck lives on inside Tactical Decision. And we have Royal Decree at 9, it's really key. Without this at 9, the deck becomes significantly worse, right? Because you'd have to run like Roderick to thin your deck out and pick between 2 gold cards, but Royal Decree's consistency is really good. The fact you can run Invocation in Hyperthin is very interesting, and I quite like it, because you can, like I said, unlike Game 2, where we messed this up, you fair card it to play it, and then you draw a card. But remember, what you fair card draws a card before Invocation finishes resolving and putting the thing on top of your deck. So you have to do it before you have 1 card in your deck. Unless they have an old Spear Tip or something, but, you know. But yeah, that was really nice. The value of these Xarthisius, Triss, Yennefer, it's still there. And these swings from Roach, Knickers, and the thinning, along with Snowdrop and Leader, actually really helps the round 1. Because if you win the round 1, you can set up the scenario you want with a short round 3. Going second, I was able to win on even a couple times even. I think one of those was in this video. There were a couple other times though. But yeah, the deck seems really good. The only things that you can change, and these are, well, I guess the things I'd recommend changing are these slots right here. Maxi, I would not change because she sets up the deck very well. Alba Armor Cavalry, Diplomacy, and Tortoise and Novice. These could be any 4 or 5 version cards you could possibly want. The reason we have Diplomacy is because we can play it with Fair Cart in case we need our other specials earlier. And I wanted to try it out once it got buffed to 4 provisions. I like the Tortoise at 7. It's really good. It helps your deck if the opponent, say they play Coded Weapons on you and you get an extra card in your deck, you can leave one of these in there for a 7. It's not bad off of the Triss and Yennefer. And the Cavalry can be whatever you want. I just wanted the lock. These can be any cards. And the Novice, I like the Novice. It's really helpful. It puts it on top of your deck. So if you draw into Mage Assassin, you can Novice, and you can trigger it without needing a leader. The deck seemed really good, and since everyone's playing Control, like Control everywhere, at least they were earlier, this does quite well against Control because we play 0 engines. There's nothing in here that's an engine. I'm not counting Doadric because you're just going to have a Mage Assassin out and use his leader ability, or use his order at one time and put your Golem on the bottom. But yeah, so that's what I think. I think it's really good. I think as long as people are playing Control decks, this is what I'll be using. It seems quite solid. And hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.